May He lead you all from darkness to light, from unreal to real, from death to immortality. May He shower upon you all His divine grace. May He bestow upon you all His divine love and wisdom. Om Kham Brahma. As you know, I am talking about 6th chapter of Bhagvat Gita. That chapter is related with self-discipline, science of self-discipline, Atma Sanyam Yoga. How one can achieve self-discipline. This great process was described by Lord Himself in this chapter. As I told you yesterday, that he who achieved state of self-discipline or state of samadhi, that is called complete absorption into ocean of consciousness, his behavior become changed totally, because he become able to realize truth. And that very truth is not diversity but unity. According to Lord, and according to the great seer Patanjali, and according to other Upanishads too, a great yogi has two different states or levels of consciousness. One is called Sampragyata, seedful, in other words, that is called with self, with individual entity, and other is called seedless, asampragyata, without self, without individual entity. These two different states. Yesterday I described first state of yogi, he who achieved samadhi, he become able to stable his mind. He achieved that higher state where his mind become firm, like a mountain. he becomes perfectly satisfied, contented, without any object. With the object, everybody achieve contentment for a while, but that yogi achieve contentment or become perfectly contented without any object, by his own self. And his mind become firm, stable like a mountain. In other words, his mind becomes stable and his mind becomes free from worldly object. Any kinds of circumstances has no power to disturb his mind. It means his mind become pure, divine, disturbless. Normally, our mind become disturbed by some attractive and some hateful thing. But his mind become stable like a mountain, maybe attractive, maybe hateful. Any kinds of circumstances can't create any kinds of disturbance in his mind. That is called kutastha. Because he become really a master of his senses. He uses his senses like an instrument, as you are using knife and other things. Knife is very dangerous too and very useful too. But if you are using that knife attentively, awarefully, then it becomes very helpful. Okay? A surgeon is using knife daily, but not killing, and not for killing too. In the same way, yogi is using his own senses according to his own will, according to his own wish too. And that senses doesn't become harmful for him. Due to that, he is called Jitatma. It means he controlled his own senses. Jitendriya. And he become real yukta iti uchyate yogi, real knower of cause and effect. He become fully aware about his own cause too. And he knows that cause is always appearing into form of effect. Due to that, he become united with his own cause. Yukta iti uchyate yogi samaloshtasma kanchana. And he become aware about nature of nature. Because Patanjali told, Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samya Kaivalyam. When a practitioner become aware about nature and spirit, he become able to achieve emancipation or highest good. So that yogi become able to realize truth. He is fully aware about nature of nature and nature of spirit. Due to that, he is called yogi. And due to that, he has no attachment with gold, with stone, and he is not hating or rejecting clay. For him, clay, stone and gold all become equal. Has no great meaning, has no low meaning, because he is realizing that utility of all these things. This is a state of sampragyat samadhi, because realizer, okay, is existing there. Yukta iti uchyate yogi samalostasma kanchana. Okay? But their other yogi is living in higher state of this yogi. And other yogi is called asampragyat samadhi. He achieved seedless state. Seed means ego. Ego is the seed. Okay? And this seed become root cause of numerous life. When your soul is leaving this body, soul always depart from one body to another with ego, with I amness, with self-entity. And that is called seed. In meditation also, if that entity is existing, then your samadhi will be seedful. And you will come again on this worldly affairs. May you become prey of knee science too. But other yogi who is living higher than this state is called living asampragyat state, asampragyata samadhi. There is no I amness, there is no ego, egoless state. And what is the nature of this yogi? How this yogi behave among society, among people? Lord described. Suhrid, Mitra, Ari, Udasino, Madhyastha, Dveshya Bandhusu, Sadhusu api, Chapapesu, Samabuddhir Vishishyate. He told that this is the quality of perfect yogi. Vishishyate means he achieved unique state. There is nothing better and greater than him. Then all dualities, all pairs of opposites finished in his mind. Maybe any Suhrid means well-wisher, helping you without any desire. That's called Suhrid. Very great word in Sanskrit, Suhrid. He who always help you without any desire, without any cause. With desire, many people are helping you. But you will find rare person who is helping you, serving you without any desire. As mother is serving a child, as a father is serving a child. Same way. But mother and father both have some relations, because she is mother and he is father. Due to that, they are serving without desire. Child is nothing but their own projection. Due to that, they are not Suhrid. Suhrid means there is some person who has no any desire but helping you. He is not your mother and your father too. Have no any relation. Neither physical, nor sensual, nor mental, nothing. Only this is his nature to help others, and he is helping without any desire. That is called Suhrid. Suhrida, and other is mitra. Mitra means friend. Okay? Free end, you can understand in this way. That's called friend. Okay? There is no end. Free end. That's called friend. In Sanskrit there is one word, mitra. Very great word. In Ramayana, Lord Rama described quality of mitra. Who is real friend? He described. That very long description, but gist of his description is Vipati kalakar satguna neha Shrutikah satya mitra guna eha. He described, he narrated very long story, but in the end he told that mitra is and friend is he who is helping in, Vipati kal. Vipati kal means when you are in problem, then he help lot without any desire, and his love become 1,000 times more. When you are in trouble then, but when you are happy, he live always away. He always try to share your calamities, but not your happiness. A very great quality. Okay? He become ready always to share your calamities, share your grief and sorrows, but if you are happy, he never desired to share your happiness. Because if he will try to share your happiness, then it means he is not a real friend, but selfish person, helping and getting. Okay? Due to that, in our holy scripture, Ramayana, one place Tulsidas wrote, Dheeraj dharma mitra arunari apat kal parakhiye chari. Okay? If you want to test your perseverance, a common people always say, yeah, I am very strong. But really your strongness, can be tested in that position when you, live any time in such kind of circumstances. That's called awful. So dhiraja, perseverance, can be tested in awful calamities. And your dharma, virtue, dharma means virtue, saintliness, can be tested in that state too. And you can test your wife too in that state. When you are in trouble, then you can test your wife. Is living with you, helping you, suffering, is ready to suffer with you or not. And you can test your friend too. Is ready to suffer with you or not. If your friend, if your wife are not ready to suffer with you and share your suffering, really they are neither friend nor wife. Really. So be aware about it. Here Lord stated mitra. Mitra means he who is sharing your calamities but not your happiness. Trying to give you always happiness, not share your happiness. Okay? Is not eager to share your happiness, not waiting, to share your happiness. Only always trying to make you happy and always trying to share your grief and sorrows. That's called mitra. There is another description about mitra too. He who is protecting you from death. Death means downfall. When you are falling down from your own status, that is your death. But really that is mitra or friend who is protecting you always and keeping you your own place. That is called mitra. Protecting from death. So Suhita, mitra, and there is udasina. Udasina means neither friend nor enemy. He is living always above. Ut means above, asina means living. He is sitting always above. Has no love, no hate. He becomes free from both. Okay? If two persons are discussing, are fighting, and he live always above, that called udasina. So Suhirta, Mitra, Ari. Ari means enemy. What is description of enemy? He who always thinking about your downfall and always creating trouble in your life, on your divine path, is your enemy. Okay? He is ready to create trouble always on your divine path, is great enemy. Maybe your mother, maybe your father, maybe your brother, maybe your wife, maybe your children. If they are creating trouble on your divine path, they are great enemy, be aware about it. Okay? Those really are not enemy who is harming, you little, by talking and by behavior, by action. They are not real enemy. But real enemy was described in our holy scripture, that real enemies are those who are creating trouble on your divine path. In Ramayana, Tulsidas wrote, Jarau susampati sadana sukh, suhirda matu pitu bhai, sanamukh hot jo ram pad karai na sahas sahai. And he is not helping you to achieve highest good. Maybe your nearer and dearer are your real enemy. Be aware about them. Because by their affection, by their love, by their temptation, by their greed, by their desire, they are always trying to keep you with themselves. Due to that, they are great enemy. They are destroying your own self, though they are protecting your body. They are ready to protect your body, they are ready to protect your senses, they are ready to protect your mind, all physical structures, but they are ruining yourself. So they are great enemy, be aware about it. Okay? So Suhita, Mitra, Ari, enemy, and Udasina, who is sitting above. And Madhyastha. Madhyastha means lover of all. There is one who is loving, nobody is above always. And other is Madhyastha, loving both, loving all. Maybe good or bad, he loves both. There is one yogi who is sitting above, he is called Udasina. He is not loving good people or bad people, both. But there is another yogi who is loving both, maybe good, maybe bad. He loves all. So one is called Udasina, sitting above, and other is called Madhyastha. Okay? And there is other person, Dvesha. Dvesha means hateful person, heinous person, mean person. Okay? And such kind of person who is hating you, and those people, those who are doing not fair, not good work, and you always hate them. So, Suhirta, Mitra, Ari, Udasina, Madhyastha, Dveshya, and Bandhu. Bandhu means relatives, brother. Relatives, those who are related with your body, all are called Bandhu. Maybe your father, maybe your mother, maybe your brother, maybe your sister, maybe your in-laws, all are called Bandhu. Bandhu means those who are related with your body, bind with your body. Bandhu means, in Sanskrit that is called Badha Hua. Okay? Badha Hua means those who are related with your body. When you will leave this body and you will get another body, then their relation will finish. Okay? There are many kinds of relation, but all relations are divided in two parts. One is related with yourself and other related with your body. Body means your senses, your mind, your physical structure. So those relatives who are related with your body, either you are accepting them or not, but they are your bandhu, they are your relative. Okay? Either you are accepting them or not, but they are your relative. As a mother, nobody can deny his own mother. Okay? Nobody can deny his own father. Nobody can deny his own brother. Nobody can deny his own sister. Okay? Nobody can deny his own son and daughter and others. And if you are relation, then nobody can realize their in-laws too. So many kinds of in-laws. So these are called bandhu. Bandhu means who are attached with your body. Okay? Bandhushu, sadhushu api. They are good people, pious people, holy people. And sadhusu api cha papesu. And they are sinful people, vicious people. Those who are doing always harm for others. This is their nature. So, how many kinds of people are in the world? You can count. Suhirta, Mitra, Ari, Udasina, Madhyastha, Dveshya, Bandhusu, Sadhusu, Apicha Papeshu. Okay? 9 kinds of people are in this world. And you are behaving always with these people. Your behavior related with 9 kinds of people. Always. Day and night. And you are behaving in different way with these people. You are not behaving equally with all. Because you are not really aware about truth. You are not seeing that you are behaving with oneself in different form. Okay? Because you believe in diversity. Due to that, you are seeing body, maybe physical, maybe mental, maybe intellectual body. There are 3 bodies. Okay? Physical body, mental body, subtle body, and intellectual body, causal body. So there are 3 bodies according to Sankhya philosophy. Gross, subtle and causal. Physical, mental and intellectual. And these all bodies are projection of one's nature. Okay? And this diversity, differentiation among people are due to body. Okay? But you are not aware about that one absolute infinite consciousness is reflecting into all mind stuff. Okay? In all chitta. You are not aware about it. You are aware about that person. This is personality, this is character, this is his behavior, this is this and that. Okay? And you are recognizing that person with their not self but body. Due to that, your behavior has different forms. Because all these behaviors, all these activities are related with natural world, not spiritual world. There are two words, be aware about it. One natural world and other spiritual world. I told many times that human being is not natural being. Okay? Human being is not natural being but spiritual being. Because he has wisdom, he can realize his spirit. Other beings are natural beings. Because they have no wisdom, they can't realize, they can't recognize that ultimate truth. Due to that, other beings can't be yogi. But human being has such a potentiality through which he can be yogi, be united with Supreme Cause, and can realize oneness in all. One Supreme Consciousness is reflecting into each chitta, according to Vedanta, according to Sankhya, according to Yoga too. Differentiation are here due to physical structure, due to nature, not due to spirit. Spirit is not so many. Spirit is only one and infinite. Okay? Due to that, your behavior has 9 facets. You are behaving with these 9, kinds of peoples in 9 form. But that yogi who is living always in highest level of samadhi, he is behaving, alike with all beings. He has no differentiation. No differentiation. Okay? Because in his eyes there is only one absolute self is residing in every name and form and behaving in different way. Due to that, he loves all. I have seen such kind, not only 1 and 2, so many yogis in India. I will narrate one story, one incident I have seen. In Punjab there is one district, name of district is Bhatinda. Near to Bhatinda there is one village, name of village is Sibia. In that village, at those days, one great yogi, realized soul, he who is living always in samadhi, he was not coming down, he was living always in trance, in samadhi, was living. This incident is 1958. I was living with one great saint. He was so old, saint, but we were living together like a friend. Though I was so young and he was so old. At those days his age was 85. Okay? And 58, my age was only 24. So, but we both were living as a friend, and he always think that I am living in higher state of consciousness and I am great yogi. This way. We are talking and we are loving each other. One day he told me that, such a yogi who is living always in seedless samadhi, lives near to that village. Do you want to see him? I become eager. Okay, sir, I want to see him. He took me. Okay. Then we went there. When I reached there, I saw one old man is sitting. His yogi's age was 95. And he was sitting there. But he lost his ability to stand because he was sitting in the same position since so many years. So his legs and his hands become unable to stretch in this way. Okay? I saw him, I prostrate and sat beside. I was looking his face, divine face, very glorious. Sometimes he opened his eyes and see, looks like divine law is flooding from his eyes. I was looking at him. Where he was living, there are so many pots, clay pots, small, big. I was stunned. I asked that great Swami that why these people, here is so many pots. Why? What is in these pots? And he smiled. He told me, wait little, sit here, you will realize, you will know. After 15 minutes, a cobra appeared from one pot and came out. Okay? And came out and on his body went and came his neck, coil, and with very, big, his fun stood in this way. Cobra. Oh, I was stunned. I asked Swamiji, what is this? He told me that each pot has, snake or scorpio. Small pots, there is scorpio. And how snake and scorpio came here? He told you can see. There were so many, bees. Always, creating noise there. He told that you are not feeling some special kind of smell, always coming from his body. And due to that, these poisonous, creatures came to him. They are enjoying. And villagers told me that these poisonous snakes and so many things are living here since 60 years. Because he is sitting here in this position since 60 years. Then, how he is, taking other things. He never take bath, he never move. Only people always come and feed him sometimes. Okay? And after that, when he, pass his, urine and other things, people always try to wash that and remove his body one place to another place. But he is living here enjoying. And I heard all stories, and after 1 hour he came little down, he opened his eyes, and we both saintly people were sitting there, he saw us, then he smiles. And he, took some bananas, and he in this way counted bananas, and 5 bananas, gave me. Take this way. I took that prasadam, and after that he gave some bananas to other saint too. And saint told me, now this is indication that we should go. He gave prasadam. And I asked, he used to give prasadam to all? No, never. Sometimes any saint come, when he think That give prasadam, then he give. Otherwise, in your mind, who is coming, who is going. Okay? That great saint. Such kind of saint, those who are living in higher level of consciousness, highest level of consciousness, is called asampagyat samadhi, seedless samadhi. Okay? Their behavior become equal to all. Maybe, Suhrida, maybe Mitra, maybe enemy, maybe mediator, maybe that person who is living above, maybe sinful man, maybe virtuous man, maybe their own relations, have no differentiation with any person. Their behavior always become equal, because such kind of yogi is seeing only self, not body. Your different kind of behavior related with your body, your mind, your intellect. But such kind of yogi always living in higher state, and from where he is not looking upon your body, upon your mind, upon your intellect. He is only looking always your real self. Due to that, he is behaving according to that. His behavior become equal with all people. Okay? Because he is yogi, real yogi. He attained it highest level of consciousness. Lord described this message. There are two different states of yogis are: one seedful, that is related with ego, self, existence, and other selfless. There is no ego, there is only pure consciousness, and pure consciousness is always working in equal ways, in same position. Evenness always exists in his mind, because in Bhagvat Gita Lord stated that evenness of intellect is the form of highest yoga. Yoga samatvam yoga uchyate. Samatva means evenness. There is no any kinds of impulses in your intellect. When your intellect become impulseless, movementless, in other words, egoless, only ego appear from your intellect. Okay? So when your intellect become egoless, there is no ego. That is called evenness of intellect. And Lord stated that those who achieved samabuddhi, evenness of intellect, samabuddhir vishishyate, he achieved highest level of consciousness. Sadhusu apich papesu samabuddhi. Samabuddhi means evenness of intellect. In Upanishad we are reading one hymn. Yada panchavatishtante jnanani manasa saha. When your five cognitive senses, become stable, and your mind become calm and quiet and stable too, and serene too, and buddhischa na vicheshtati, and there is no any kinds of movement in your intellect. Tamahu paramangatim, that is called highest place. So highest achievement, both. So when yogi do meditation in that process and achieve that highest level of consciousness, achieved evenness of his mind and his intellect, he always behave same with all these 9 categories of people. Lord always behave with all in the same way. You can see in Ramayana, okay, Lord Rama, when he decided to send Angada to Ravana for giving good message, for treaty, okay, and he was always demanding, give my Sita to me, I don't want your anything. I don't want your anything. Only you should try to return my Sita to me. And he told Angada, go to Ravana, but be aware, काज हमार तासु हित होई रिपुशन करे वत कही सोई. You must discuss with Ravana, but keep in your mind, you don't do any kinds of any activities whatever is harmful for Ravana. I don't want to do such kind of any work. Whatever is not beneficial for him. So my purpose should be solved, but his life will achieve peace and happiness. Kaj hamar tasuhit hoi. He must be benefited by my behavior. Ripusan kaho bat kahi soi. You must talk in this way. Lord Rama was always thinking about welfare of Ravana. He never thought about his harmfulness. Never. Tulsidas wrote in his Ramayana, Arihu ka anbhal keenan Rama. Ram is not doing any harm to his own enemies. How he can do any harm to other people? Okay? So my dear, such kind of practitioner who achieved the highest level of consciousness, his intellect become calm and quiet.